Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And that gets things running.
Javier Zanetti will be having a very busy game for sure, Peter. He'll be raiding the flanks all game long, if he's allowed to, of course. But if he starts beating people and getting balls into the box consistently, I can only see one winner here.
And he does it with such an unassuming demeanour. He makes the ordinary look beautiful, doesn't he?
He does, absolutely. His game is just laced with moments of sheer brilliance.
Seedorf. Shot could be on. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Seedorf. And Zanetti. Azar. Berbatov. Zanetti. Oh, that's clever. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. So no chances falling either way for the time being. Seedorf running with the ball. And he's in on goal! It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, what has happened here? Ball's gone out of play. Neymar making good progress. And he skips past his man. And it's made its way to... Real chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Mateus actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Deco providing an outlet on that flank. Deco stood his ground strongly. Takes a shot! It goes to show he is human after all.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
And it's Azar. Azar going face-to-face with his great rival. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. In with the challenge. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And he's forced to go back. No goals as yet. Yamal. Mateus. Hernandez kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Inter Milan are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Deco. And they've got a throw. Albert Ferrer. Now then, the ball's come loose. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. Seedorf cuts it out. Zanetti. Yamal driving forwards. And another try! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. Simplicity itself.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
Inter Milan have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Yamal, a player who needs no introduction. Neymar. Drives it in. Oh, that's a fine interception. Deco. And it's Berbatov. And Zanetti. Tries to play it through. Oh, that looks a good ball through. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Yamal.
Minuto de acréscimo.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Engages and forces him off the ball. And that signals the end of the first period. A very combative, competitive halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So we're underway for the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Now it's Hazard. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Neymar. And that pass just didn't quite work. Puyol. Rocher. Rijkaard. And it's Berbatov. Mateus gets a foot in here. Seedorf. Mateus. Driving through the middle. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Zanetti gets over and intercepts. Rocher is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Good chance here! Puyol gets across to intercept that. Played over towards the opposite flank. Almost an hour gone. Neymar venturing down the left. Gets a good foot in there.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 20. Deco.
Cross to the back post.
Camisa 7.
Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
Campo para a entrada dele.
Hazard being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
impressions so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Now it's Tevez. Hazard receives it in a good position here. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And it's Seedorf. Azar, who is really short on confidence. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Searching pass he's played there. That's beautifully weighted.
Inter surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Zanetti does well to get it back. Zanetti did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Rijkaard. And this is Tevez. Oh, he's having a shot! It's a goal! Botafogo back on level terms! A finisher.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa
The two
2.
coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. So they have it all to do again.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Still anyone's game this, one moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And he's there to retrieve it. It's a threatening ball, and the shot! Oh, that could be pivotal! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Hazard demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Well, they've done the hard part, now to survive the last few minutes.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they deserve this, but has the opposition enough spirit left in them now to maybe find a way back?
And here's Raul.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Seedorf plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Crosses it in. That's a decent clearance. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Botafogo have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. Azar voted man of the match, and deservedly so.